We are Lagos Talks 91.3.
Let's talk.
All right, yes, you're listening to Adu, but now it's being represented by KAYODE. Good morning to you and welcome back. And yes, it's time for Adu and the Guru. And we have the man of the hour in the house. We've taken a couple of your time. Let's just go straight to the Guru. Good morning, the Guru. How are you doing today?
I am great, to the glory of God. And you?
I'm doing well. Fantastic. Ready for the day.
It was a wet night.
Yeah, very wet night. Very wet night. So at least...
it's nice having you once again.
Thank you so much. This is the last Monday we're spending together.
KAYODE.
Yes. You left the wa out. Oluwa KAYODE.
Oluwa KAYODE.
Exactly.
Oluwa. Olorun.
Olorun. Yoruba
Oluwa KAYODE.
Oluwa KAYODE.
Yes, good morning. This is Lagos Talks 91.3 FM. And this segment is for Oluwa KAYODE and the Guru.
And the Guru, yes.
I guess Oluwa KAYODE, this is the last Monday he's serving with the Guru in the year 2021.
Yeah.
But he shall be having Money Digest tomorrow and maybe Wednesday.
And Wednesday, yes, definitely.
Then from time to time, we might have reason of transferring him back to the checkpoint because he's a very good officer. So you are
Thanks
welcome.
for that. Yeah.
I am expecting a guest. And the guest I'm expecting, his name is Chief Superintendent of Police, Shola Jejeloye. He's the chairman of Lagos Task Force. The Lagos Task Force is one task force that is taller, larger, bigger than any other assigned task force in the whole of Lagos, because when he comes, he will explain he will define the scope of his duty. And I found it necessary bringing him here today because I promised that last week. As I'm even talking to you, the officer has just walked in. I was announcing him that he's on his way. The officer has just walked in.
A very fit officer.
Very
fit.
Athletic.
Very athletic.
He can still represent Nigeria in the incoming Olympics.
Of course, if he wishes to.
And if he goes there, like someone went there the other day, gave Nigeria good credit. Because this guy, the way I'm looking at him, the way athletic his body is built and so might still be able to represent Nigeria for the next 30 years in Olympics.
Definitely.
Supo Shola Jejeloye, you are welcome.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, sir.
Okay, you have the camera out. Yeah. That's good. I was just introducing you in a set here.
Okay, sir.
That you will soon be here. And like the son of Meena, who was convicted to serve some years in prison.
Yes.
One lawyer got up and the lawyer said, but what type of judgment is that? Can you settle somebody in a set here? Then I told myself, they should go and look at the university that lawyer said he graduated from. Obviously, he was never a lawyer. Or if he's a lawyer, he never graduated. If he graduated, he never attended the law school. If he attended the law school, he did not go through the etiquette of how to hold the glass in the bar and pour the champagne. How would you say somebody cannot be sentenced in a state?
Maybe he's a lawyer, but he's a practicing politician.
Okay, maybe he's a liar that appears as a lawyer. All right. Supo Jejeloye, you are welcome.
Thank you, sir.
I was just telling the people that the need to bring you here, and each time you come here, you have made me to break protocols. This will be your second time. And I enjoy it. I want you to be coming more so that I can be breaking the protocols. The people will forgive him for breaking the protocols, knowing fully that it's Shola. Because the office you occupy is a much talked office in Nigeria. Mostly Lagos. Lagos is the hub of the country. And that's the reality of it. He go for show.
Yep.
Listeners, permit me to just say 2-3 words, then I come back to him because he hasn't gotten the luxury of all time with me today because he shall be very soon leaving for the briefing of the CP. Because when the CP is briefing, you just have to be there. It's part of the protocol. It's a rudiment that must be followed. So meaning, after 1 or 2 words, I will bring him on. And maybe after just 20 minutes or thereabout, I will open the phone lines for people to call in. I will not receive more than 3, 4, 5 maximum phone call, so that he will have the luxury of living, given the fact that he did not come on helicopter. Were you here on your helicopter?
No, by road.
By road.
Yes.
So we should consider
You
the
didn't
road.
tell me it's emergency.
All right, today.
All right, but before you continue, let's just announce the WhatsApp line so that people who want to ask questions can start sending messages.
Please announce
So
it,
please
announce
join us via WhatsApp on 0809-234-5913, 0809-234-5913, and we'll read your messages.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Now, today, Danladi Ahmed ought to be here next week, Monday,
Okay.
as one of the patrons of Friends of the Guru. Adegboye Gadedeji, who represented the Yoruba race when the Friends of the Guru was launched here. You remember that 2 Mondays ago?
Yes.
Launched by the newly appointed Vice Chancellor, Lagos State University, Professor BME. Don't just jump to Bello straight away. BME Olatuji Bello.
All right.
And Professor Joseph Abugu, a senior advocate of Nigeria and a lecturer of commercial law at Lagos State University of Lagos. So Danladi, Adegboyega was supposed to be here this morning to talk to the Friends of the Guru. It's a club. It's a club that is in support of the Guru for all the Guru is doing on air. And maybe I should say it, membership had grown to about 1,600.
I think it's more than that. But anyway.
It's supposed to be more than that.
Yeah, it's more than that.
All those who showed interest, no, I will not discuss it. Let the patrons come. But Adegboyega Adedeji lost the father-in-law in Abeokuta yesterday.
Oh,
so he immediately traveled with the wife to Abeokuta. So he will not be here today. Then Danladi Ahmed, today is his birthday. Happy birthday to you, Danladi. Happy birthday to you, Danladi. Happy birthday to you, Danladi. But Danladi, I've invited him, will be with us here tomorrow during the morning digest. He will talk to Friends of the Guru. Then, 3rd Monday from now, Mrs. Barrister Elisha will come here to talk to us about the Friends of the Guru. Then let me announce this. Next Monday is 25th. My guest here in the studio, as of popular demand, should have been the Vice Chancellor of Lagos State University. But that day is matriculation, and it's a VCD. So when she begged to say she will send the DVC, I said no. DVC, at least Nigerians will hear English more. DVC with VC, they are not the same thing. So it's the VC we are expecting. So these are fallout. We have a very, very rich historical perspective today. But because of the exigency again of the demand of the time, let us move straight away to welcome the chairman, Lagos State Task Force. I don't know whether that is the complete name, how they call it. But let me announce that he will have a very short time, as per what I said earlier, because he has a CPP briefing. Then the short time, I will equally make it shorter even by giving you opportunity for WhatsApp and a phone call 5 minutes. But when you are calling or when you are sending the message, please, I am the moderator of this program. It's my program. I know what it cost me to bring these people in, if not because of respect they have for me. And they have respect for me not because of who I am, but because of the grace and the glory of God upon my life. So all of them are appreciated. So when I bring my guests here, I have the right, please, don't deny me that right. Don't quarrel me about that right. I have the right to defend the integrity of the atmosphere that made me to bring them here. I know what it cost me to bring them here. I know the type of question you throw to them. If they answer you positively, their job might be threatened. And I wouldn't want to be an embarrassment or a source of threat to their job. So I have the right to moderate. Please accept that. You have your right to ask the question. I have the right to, and they have the right to answer you after being properly.
And even like you say, in addition to that, talking security matters. It's not every question that can be answered on air. So there will be a balance there.
Yes.
So over to you, the Guru.
Chief Superintendent of Police,
Yes, sir.
Shola Jejeloye. In fact, let me welcome you first.
Thank you very much, sir.
And let me tell you that I appreciate the name
Loye.
Jejeloye. You are welcome. Please tell us, you are the chairman of Lagos Task Force, as they say. What is the function? And what are the full names of that? Is it a commission? Is it authority? What is it? Please tell us briefly. Let us be brief so that you can equally depart here early.
Good morning, everybody. And good morning, Saguru.
Just the guru.
No, Sagurus, just as we call them in the night.
Okay. God bless you.
Yes, sir. My name is CSP Jejeloye Shola, Commander, Lagos State Environmental and Special Offences Unit.
Environmental and Special Offences Unit.
Okay.
Meaning it's very elaborate.
Is exactly.
Okay.
Which we now call the Enforcement Unit of Lagos State.
Okay.
And then codenamed Task Force.
Okay.
So the task force was established in 1991 under Environmental Sanitation Law of Lagos State.
Under the Environmental Sanitation Law.
Environmental Sanitation Law of Lagos State in 1991.
Okay.
So this is what this part of the name called Lagos State Environmental and Special Environmental. Lagos State Environmental. That is Environmental Sanitation Law and Special Offences. So the special offences of it is part of the Lagos State Transport Sector Reform Law, 2018.
Okay.
So these are the laws that are guiding us in carrying out.
Does it include land grabbing?
It includes.
Okay.
It's all encapsulating.
Okay.
So these are the laws that empowers us to carry out our duties effectively.
Okay.
And we make sure that all sections of the Lagos State Environmental Sanitation Law is being enforced.
Okay.
And we have a lot of duties in a task force, which includes land grabbing, as you earlier mentioned.
Okay.
You know, land grabbing is complicated in nature.
Okay.
Because most people did not have the requisite knowledge before they go into land transaction.
Okay.
They don't even know that before you buy land at all, there are some due diligence you need to carry out before you even pay at all. Sometimes it's not ignorance. Maybe because you don't want to pay lawyer. But at any point,
want to economize the system.
Yes, and in the process of trying to avoid a lawyer, then you pay into the wrong hands.
Complication comes in.
And we know there are some areas in this Lagos that maybe when you take your provisional survey plan to Office of the Surveyor General, they will tell you it is not existent. That is to say, you cannot get a record copy, a registered copy of survey plan. Then the land maybe is under government, it falls within government acquisition.
Okay.
And the moment it falls within government acquisition, you get to the Office of Surveyor General of the state, and they say you cannot register this survey plan. Knows that you should know that you should be very careful with that particular transaction. Because it is any land that you get the provisional survey plan, you take to Surveyor General's office, they register for you. If anybody takes it to that place in future, they will not register the land because they know it exists on your name. So if you are buying land in Ibejuleki, some of this land falls within government acquisition.
Which means it cannot be registered for you.
It cannot be registered. There are some that the community will have meeting with the government or with the relevant agencies or departments, and they will tell them, okay, this one is accession. We are giving you this. This is for the community. This is for the government.
Okay.
So some people will just buy land with only receipt, no contract of sales, no deed of assignment. And without deed of assignment, there is no way, even if you have registered survey plan, if there is no deed of assignment, they cannot continue to process either your CFO for you or your governor's consent.
Okay, hold it there, because this explanation may take us for too long. Now, the area that made the task force too well known to Lagosians is the area of pursuing of Okada, some downfall, and driving against traffic. I don't know. Are these your assignments too?
Task force doesn't pursue Okada, so task force does not pursue Danfo, and task force does not pursue one way. We arrest them.
Okay, you don't pursue them.
We don't pursue them. We arrest them. We work with leg. How do we now pursue them? How do we? We arrest them. We arrest them.
Okay, now let us zero it down to Okada now, because of recent there have been many conflicts. I was told that this young man whose life was knocked off the CSP at
Ajawa
State. Yes. A man whom I used to know, very, at least he respected me. All true.
And he's a lawyer like you. He was a lawyer like you.
Yes. And he was preparing to go back to his Osogbo to establish his law practice. I was told that the issue started from Okada arrest. Can you just, within 1 minute, please, sir, can you tell us about, so that from there we penetrate into the major issue?
What do you want me to say about that particular incident?
What happened there that day, and was Okada people involved?
I was not there.
Okay.
I was not there.
Was it carried out by members of your task force?
It was joint operational work. Okay. But what I have to say about that particular incident is a very unfortunate one. It's an unfortunate incident. Whereby, because if we do not tackle it, it's getting to a point whereby nobody will have any right to stop anybody from any wrongdoing.
And by nobody, you mean the police?
Yes. No, it's not only the police. It's not only the police.
No.
At some point, you can give an Okada man 1,000 naira, demand for your change of 900 naira, and if it is in the dark, he can attack you because he has decided he want to make away with the whole money. Yes, that is the level it might get to. If care is not taken, it's a menace. It's something that is not supposed to happen in a society like this. When a law officer, I can say it categorically that in the last, since I've assumed the office of chairman task force, and even before, we haven't heard of any incident of killing of an Okada man by a policeman in the last 1 year, conveniently that I can remember. So how would they now have...
by policemen or by policemen under your command?
Under,
can you bear that witness to all policemen in Lagos State?
You people are the custodian of all information around.
Yeah.
Yes, you are the custodian.
That's why I'm asking this question now.
Categorically, I can say for...
Under
yes, it has not even a fracture. Not even a fracture. So how would they now convoke the effrontery to attack to the extent of killing a policeman?
It was bad. It was unfortunate.
It was bad. You see, when we are carrying out this enforcement, we don't even assault anybody because it becomes double jeopardy. Your Okada is being seized, and at the same time, we are beating you or molesting you.
Your person is being molested.
Yes. So we just want them to just go and struggle with the pains of my Okada is gone. Nobody beats anybody. Nobody assaults anybody.
Okay.
But to just gather yourself and you say, who are you people? What are you doing? You are above the law.
Okay. Now, we are now into the narrative proper. There are some areas of Lagos that by law of Lagos State government, Okadas are not supposed to operate.
Yes.
I know of this. Maybe I will introduce it a little further. But be careful how you answer the question. Because like as I said, I wouldn't want to jeopardize your job. Fashola was the first person to bring the law of Okada. But when the law of Okada, when Fashola was moving towards his tenure, and that body was coming, something happened in Ekiti that made the governors to know that when you are against some people, those people can come against you, mostly those who cast the vote. And same thing happened in Edo State when Oshiomhole got teachers banned because of some of them could not even write their names. Then the law that Fashola made to be very, very strict here was withered down, so that these people can vote for somebody. Now, even the area designated, there must be no Okada. The area designated, it must be seen, but not. Most of them are flooded with Okada now. The question, Mr. Sharma, is it the Okada Riders Association of Lagos above the law? Or how come they trample on laws of the government and government is not able to enforce it?
Anyway, an average Okada man, or 90% of Okada operators in Lagos do not even have voters card. They don't have voters card. That's number one.
Are you sure of that?
They don't have. That's number one.
Have you investigated that and have facts on that?
They don't have voters card to vote in this Lagos.
Okay, let me take you for the value of what you are saying for now.
They don't have the voters card to vote in this Lagos.
Okay.
That's number one. Number two, restricted routes for Okada operators are well spelled out.
Yes.
But, you know, we have about 6 local governments,
yes,
which includes this particular Ikoyi. It includes Ikeja, Etiosa,
yes,
VI, some part of Aja. Just before you climb that Aja bridge, it terminates there.
Okay.
Anything after Aja bridge, no enforcement again. But meanwhile, everywhere around Lagos, all major express, all overhead bridge, all major express and bridges
are restricted
areas. But these are the areas you see them operating.
Okay.
And the moment you come for enforcement, the next thing they do is to attack you, which was even done to me last week.
Last week
at Sele Express.
Thank God I'm still having my Jejeloye with me here now. God, we thank you.
Second Rainbow.
Okay.
You know, one thing. Yes, Oshodi Papa.
Mile 2 area.
Yes.
To go to First Act.
We are not even going to. This particular time, we went straight towards Apapa. It's a restricted route as well. And number 2, it's a major express. And you see them operating one way on that major express.
A lot of it.
And in fact, before our arrival, they had started stoning us. Before our arrival at Second Rainbow, the attack started. But we decided we are not going to retreat. We are not going to change our mind.
This was last week.
This is less than a week. What I'm telling you now is precisely last week, Tuesday.
Okay.
And after the operation, we cannot leave because the next thing they will do is bonfire. The next thing they will do is to block the road. So we spent more than 1 hour 30 minutes with them on that Apapa Oshodi Express because we don't want them to disturb the peace of other road users. That is one other thing we ensure during operation. Anywhere you see task force go to operate, it's not as if we just operate and take off.
Go away.
If we take off, then what becomes of those people that are doing businesses around here?
Okay.
Yes, those people will take advantage of our operation and begin to
attack
people, vandalize, and even steal. It happened 2 weeks ago at Onyibu. This attack is on weekly basis. It's on weekly basis. It's not task force. We don't just pick one. We don't pick two. We get a stronghold. We look for their stronghold. We look for their base where we will go, and we will need to explain to each other that this Okada is banned here. I must go with it, and themselves will stand their ground that this Okada you cannot go with it. It now becomes. So that's it, sir.
Okay, now let's pick exactly the second rainbow up to my 2 on top of the bridge towards this. As we talk now, if you get there, they own the road. How successful is your operation where you cannot clear even within 48 hours of sanity?
Do you know that this particular day that I talked about last week, Tuesday, at that single spot, 3 weeks ago, I've operated there every week in the last 1 month. 3 times in the last 1 month, every week. The first week, that was 4 weeks ago. At that same spot, Second Rainbow, it was 112 motorcycles
that you carted away.
once at that particular spot. The second week, it was 101. So, because they know we are coming on weekly basis now, they are always at alert. They don't get carried away again. Immediately they sight anything police motor, they just accelerate and leave. So the third time, this is the fourth time was last week. The third time, it was an operation that we did not succeed that much, because immediately they sighted our vehicles, they ran away. We arrested like 50 on that day. So we now add, because if we should come out with 3 trucks, the 3 trucks must be full. Everywhere in Lagos they operate. When we started with Surulere thought it was a joke. But at some point, we discovered that when we get to Surulere, the Okadas are no longer there.
Okay.
So
can you boast of such feat within the Rainbow My Two Top Bridge in the future? Because as I talk to you, it's a road I pass on daily basis.
yes,
And a lot of accidents.
They are the owner of
Yes.
the road.
They cause a lot of
Can you
accidents.
assure listeners that within the next 2-3 months that that Aziz will be free of this Okada?
I cannot assure them. I don't have any
Why is
reason to
that?
lie. I cannot assure them. I cannot, because it baffles me. Even the Okadas we arrest on that express, they are brand new Okadas. What baffles me is who funds this Okada.
Okay, that's an area I wouldn't want to take you to. When the late retired AIG Chris Olakwe was the chief executive officer of LASMA, I brought him to this studio, and when I asked a particular question, he has been my friend from DSP Olakwe. The way he looked at me, then I withdrew that question.
If we arrest 50 in the morning, if we arrest 50 Okadas in the morning, before the end of that day, they would have bought another 100 to replace 50. So the number is multiplying.
When we go off air, I will brief you how the Okadas have been funded, because I have details of that.
But
and
outside,
that is what KAYODE, I'm coming.
Okay.
We'll talk. That's why I have told people here that if you arrest 100 Okada, might be only 5 will have plate number. The remaining one will have police. And I can tell you how the money for Okada arrived Lagos before the sale, because they moved them in sale, arrived Lagos. Because within the first 30 days of arriving Lagos, Okada comes out. Not only Okada. Of course, authority knows. The record 19, authority knows that I have information. And thank God, nobody can force me to give there are more complicated things than Okada that are handed over to these people where they come. They are in sale. Let us not go. Now, KAYODE wanted to say something.
Yeah, I just wanted to find out. So, what is the way forward for such a place and for people in these kind of areas around Lagos?
We know the Commissioner of Police is really trying hard to ensure that Lagos State is a crime-free.
CP Odumosu?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a crime-free state. And he has told us that one of the ways that we can really reduce crime is to monitor these Okada operators and to ensure that where government has given instruction, has given the law directive that they should not operate, we should not allow them to operate there.
But not that they are operating because they are beyond your limitations.
They are not. You know, one thing I want you to know is, even when we say there is ban of Okada, human life means a lot to us. So we don't want it to degenerate into a state of anarchy. That is why we need to balance it. Even though we still need to reduce their number. If we cannot stop them, at least reduce their number to be arrest minimum. At the same time, we should consider the fact that we don't want it to degenerate into state of anarchy. And you should still know that there are some people that no matter what you say, they will say, why are they doing this enforcement? Why are they taking this Okada away? Times are this, times are that.
I've had such messages here already.
We need to balance it.
Okay, Super Jejeloye. Let me not ask you too many questions. Otherwise, if you are here with me for the next 24 hours, questions will be flowing. But because of your time and your assignment ahead, let us open the line for a few questions to come in. You answer them. And you will permit me, anyone I want to moderate, permit me to moderate it. Because this is my business. I've been dealing in this business for years. And of course, CPO Dumosu have every reason to bring Lagos to, otherwise, his boss, Bola Tinubu, will not be too happy with him if I allow crime to move. Go ahead.
All right, let's go to the WhatsApp first. The message here says you can't just ban the use of Okada on the road without banning the importation, where you must have collected the duties on it. Well,
anyway, on this one, I will not allow Jejeloye to go there.
No,
Okay.
on the importation, because it's only Lagos or few states that says no ban on Okada. So if this Okada are coming into Lagos State through water, no other means, they are taking them to other states as well.
No, even how do you have the power to ban that you cannot? Is that not federal government? Go ahead.
all right, okay. The lines are buzzing. Let's just pick some calls immediately. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
All right, sir.
Yeah, you guys are doing a great job. Please, I want to say something. Your guest talked about my two area, Rainbow, second Rainbow.
Yes.
I think they should be encouraged and do more. You know, he said they have not that, they don't have that ability to say when such will not be available anymore, those Okadas. I think they should do that more because they are constituting nuisance, a lot of nuisance, majorly at the second Rainbow and on top of the flyover at the Mile 2.
Yes.
I mean, you can't even access the road. That's is defacing the face of Lagos.
Yeah.
And it doesn't give it a good look.
All right.
At least if they are applying by the street, I think things can be better.
Okay, that's
all right.
right.
Thank you so much for that.
Because the
Hello.
will soon be leaving.
Hello, good morning.
You, KAYODE and Guru.
Praise YS. Morning to you. Straight to the point. We have a short time.
Jejeloye, good morning to you.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Mr. Guru,
Yes, so.
as I'm talking to you now, one thing I will say, I thank you for being our commander to the studio.
Thank you.
My two is talking about, I want to throw a question because I always, even though at the second level, there's a day I moved to that police station to ask them,
Prince.
what do you allow this in front of your station?
Prince, let's
The
go
other
ahead with the
got
question.
Ask your
They
question
told
because
me
of the time.
that always come from a KJ Tuesday.
Please,
Is it the only
ask your
Tuesday to
question.
be
Ask
there?
your question because
You
of the time.
they get a man to be there all the time. People are saying,
All right, then. Thank you so much. Prince is
as
saying, let's put.
whatever we want to. Please let us save the time. Half a minute will be okay today because I cannot stop the officer from not going for the briefing of his boss.
All right, then. Good morning. Welcome to Lagos Talks.
Hello, good morning, the Guru.
Money, please.
Good morning, sir. This is Larry. Good morning, Super.
All right,
Larry,
Larry,
go
please
straight
go
to the
ahead to the
point.
point.
The officer is listening
Yes,
to
now,
you.
two questions quickly.
Yes.
This issue of your men using Korope to operate, because one of my drivers at Oshodi, his plate number was removed by men of task force. We had to go to Oshodi,
All right.
that's Bonade office, to collect the plate number.
Okay.
And in fact, we had to take it off.
So what happened after that?
No,
No,
what
his
he
plate
says
number was
is that
released
procedural.
in. But they
All
were
right.
on inside Korope.
Okay.
Now, my
All right.
second question is this, sir. Since you talk about environmental, all these people selling on walkway, the walk path, that slab, what are you doing to them?
All right. Thank you so much for that. Let's take about two more questions before
Sorry,
the
are you
Suku
writing
answers.
them down?
Yes. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
All right. Can we drop our volume of your radio set,
Please
please?
lower your radio, please.
I'm ready to worry.
Okay.
All right. Great.
So, what I will love is the areas where this issue of
Okada.
non-use of Okada.
Yes.
They should have drawn a map, make it a red lane so that every Okada knows where he cannot operate.
All right.
So that
Okay.
when they operate in that lane, because some policemen, they just take advantage of these Okada people where they cannot operate maybe in the interior. they start arresting them.
Okay.
Okada is banned in Lagos.
All right, then.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much for that. Really
That
appreciate
is-
your
they can
short
read-
and
they can read
direct.
your notice.
Hello, good morning. Good morning to you.
Yeah, Guru, I greet you. Good morning, sir.
Money, please.
Please, I want to find out from the support that is in the house, the people who are operating around this Oshodi to N20, stopping vehicle, especially truck. So what is their main job? Because most times we see a lot of cars that are being parked. I've had that experience before without knowing what the person did.
Is it policemen or civilians that are collecting money?
Police are involved.
Police are involved.
LACMA are involved. They always stop trucks. And
Okay,
they always
thank
stop
you.
cars.
All right. Which
Along
area
that,
is that?
just After
Is,
LACMA office.
Okay, Antonio, after last. Okay, after last.
Thank you.
All right, then. Thank you.
You
We take,
have only one more call.
yeah, all
Take
right.
one more.
Last call for this morning. Hello, good morning. All right, Usman. Go ahead.
I'm here the police commissioner. We didn't come over holiday because the car provided 2 months of holiday there.
Okay, which day are you coming to Obalende? Because there are so many Okadas in Obalende. That's it. So, you want to start with that?
Yeah, please go ahead.
You know, even this morning, I checked it. They are scattered around Obalende. They don't always converge in a particular place. You see like 10 here, 10 on top of the bridge, 10 towards the military base here. But we will definitely visit.
Okay.
We will visit all the restricted routes in Lagos.
Okay.
So we will definitely visit very, very soon. And I know when I visit, Mr. Guru will be aware because they will make noise. They will make noise.
They always come in.
They will, you see, they will go on top of that bridge and be stoning us while we are. They even smashed the windscreen of my vehicle last week. So we suffer a lot of things, but that is not. That will not deter us in any way.
They call me at odd hours. Okay, which other questions?
Yes, timeline on the issue of maximum enforcement on Oshodi Expressway. We will continue to try our best. We know there is road construction going on there presently. And the passengers are equally encouraging them.
Yes.
They have forgotten that if we see you on the bike with the Okada rider, 2 of you are liable.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, 2 of them are liable.
So that's the law.
Yeah, it's a law that Okada should not operate. But you now climb Okada.
You patronize the Okada.
You patronize Okada. It's against the law because.
Is that explicitly written down in the law?
Okay, what are you doing with your Okada until 2 of you will go and defend yourself? Why you have decided?
No. Chairman.
Is it stipulated?
Chairman, we know that my brother, your brother are in the police force.
Yes.
So whatever character that is not acceptable that we see in the larger society will be seen in the police force.
Yes.
Not only the police force. You go to prison services, you see it. You go to immigration. The point now is that liability, does the law explicitly put it on the passenger, or is it an impute of the police to enhance the bargaining arrangement?
You know, number one.
Yes.
Number one. How would Okada get on the road without somebody riding it?
It's a different. If I dispatch courier services, I will be on the. I will
No,
be the rider.
for Korea, we don't touch Korea.
Yes.
We don't touch them.
No,
We don't
the
do anything with them.
this. Sorry, I will put you on the hot spot on this. Is it explicitly written in the law? Please, next time you are coming, please, you will try to bring the
No problem.
enablement.
Yes.
Is that the rider, the passenger, is liable as well? Is it explicitly written in the law?
That
Or
is
is it enhanced interpretation of the law enforcement agent in order to enhance the bargaining power to let go?
Yes. And when we arrest them, it is not as if we have concluded it. We are taking them to mobile court. Yes, we'll take them to mobile court that on this particular route, number one, this man with the passenger was arrested with a motorcycle less than the capacity that is approved by the state government, which is 200cc. And number two, they were seen operating on a federal road, on a major express. So by the time we push them to court, the court will now.
So what's the likely penalty for the passenger?
I wouldn't know the penalty, but I know there must be fine. Those we have arrested in the past, they fine
the
them.
Okada you seize, Are they forfeited to the
outright forfeiture?
Okay.
There is no two way about that. It's outright forfeiture.
Then one last question, because I must let you go.
I want to talk about selling on walkway.
Go ahead.
Selling on walkway. That part of the law is extremely sensitive because most of the people selling on walkways, you discover that there are people that lives from hand to mouth. We have done that.
It's not up to hand to mouth. It's hand to somewhere better.
So we have done a lot of sensitizations. We have talked to them. We have moved around. We have talked to them, and we keep talking to them.
That's good.
Sometimes but on few occasions that we have because most of the goods self are not you cannot even auction them. And those people, by the time you take their goods, life become extremely difficult for them.
Yes.
So we have been especially.
Face.
We are posting.
That's what I was going to ask him now. So what you're saying now is that the police has a human face, which a lot of people don't agree.
If we carry out all these instructions to the letter, honestly, you will just discover that some people.
I may not even be able to survive it.
Some people will just go back home, Do you know that some of these people selling, they give it to them, especially some of them selling water and minerals inside traffic. Hawkers is after they have sold, at the end of that they will go and pay and they get their own court. They don't even have that money to buy 2 cartons. Okay. So that means if we carry it out to the later.
Now, my question, because I'm thinking of your time, Shola Jejeloye. How much of training and retraining rehearsals are you giving to your men? Because obviously most of your men act outside the law. You will know this, you've heard it. How much of training are you giving to them continuously?
On that issue of training and retraining, we have been trying our best at our own level. Because, the challenges are enormous. And training requires pretty good time for somebody to even get it into his brain. So what we do in terms of training is to read riot act for them, because there are do's and don'ts everywhere. There are laws everywhere. There are laws that govern us as policemen, that you should do this, you should not do this. So we always read that riot act to them, that if you should go outside the tenants.
Okay. Somewhere in Victoria Island here, I receive, occasionally I've called you that so thing happen here. Thank you. God bless you for always responding positively to all requests I made of you. God will bless you. Somewhere in Victoria Island here, very close to T.Y. Danjima, on Victoria Island here, there are some of your taskmen that work in tandem with LASMA. And I know LASMA is a project of Lagos State. Police is a project of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The police, which was established in 1861 with Amendment Act, the latest was October 2020, which have been signed into law now. Early in the morning, between 5 and something, then late in the night, your men will walk in tandem with it. And when they arrest, they will take them to Sura. Sura is office of LASMA. Or is a task force having office in Sura?
What I will say about that, is my men doesn't work earlier than 7. Because we must do parade and posting every day. So they don't step out of the base earlier than 7 a.m. And anything after 6 p.m., in fact by 4 p.m. they are on their way back to the base, because by 6 p.m. they would have submitted the vehicles and the arms that they signed in the morning. So we always, official time for them to work is between 7 and 6 p.m. because we work every day. We work every day. So except
officially, do you work at night?
We work at night, but we have team. Those ones are not traffic enforcement. Those ones are to maintain law and order. So there is anybody that says traffic. In fact, me, I'm always interested in a story like that. The task force arrested me 7 a.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m. I will ask him, who posted you there? We know the people we have posted. And on the issue of Korokwe, anybody that is being arrested by task force operating in Korokwe, please cooperate with them. When you cooperate with them, let them bring you to the office. Let's see what happens. The moment they tell you their task force in Korokwe, just cooperate with them that you are ready to go to the office. It happened in Ikorodu about 2 weeks ago. Somebody called me around 9 p.m. that he has been arrested by task force. I said, my brother, the only thing I will tell you is just be patient. Tell them it's office you want to go to. Just insist that they must take you to the office. I said, I don't want to tell you they are task force or they are not task force. The moment they have told you they are from task force office, insist that it is this office you are going to. They should take you to the office. Okay. The man did not call me again. The following day I called him. I said, Aga, what happened? I didn't hear from you again. He said, the moment I insisted I must go to task force office in Oshodi, they disappeared. That was what he told me.
Now, please, you must have some public phone number that
sure.
If people, can you give... please call them and write them down for me because I'm more or less your public relation because they call me always. Please.
This is the number of our public relation department.
Okay. And people are there to pick this number, please.
Yes, the PRO will be, on standby to pick all the calls.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you call them?
080 89
Please, get me paper. Oh, you are writing them? Okay, write them. Sorry, repeat again.
080
Yes.
89 70 5008.
5008.
Okay.
That's one.
Yes, only one. This number is
okay,
active.
Please repeat it for because
080
Yeah, go on.
89 70
Yes.
5008.
All right. So the
we are
number
going to put
is.
it on our system now.
Yes, we will.
So that we will have it. And please, after the year, don't call me at home because I'm not the PRO. Super Jejeloye, you need to see some call I receive at the time. Terrible.
But Guru, before you let him go, I just want to ask two questions. One all in one. Now, what are you doing? First of all, to have the buy-in of the citizen. Because one of the things you're saying now, especially with the Korokwe bit, if a lot of people knew this information, then your work, even as the chairman of the task force, will be easier.
Yes.
So what are you doing to have the buy-in of the people, first of all, and secondly, to sensitize the people so that they know this is how you operate and they can make your job easier?
The buy-in of the people, what I personally believe, or one of the things I believe I will do about it, is by doing the right thing.
Okay.
And make it a point for my men, for my personnel, that in all they do, they should always ensure that they are doing the right thing. The moment we are doing the right thing, we get confidence of the people because it's the people that speaks for us. They are the people we deal with. One area that will suffer some kind of setback sometimes is because we relate directly with the public. Without the public, police, I don't think we'll be doing much. So on everything we do is directly with the public. And you see, there are some civilians that have come close to policemen. Sometimes when they post policemen to company, they post them to some social places, they mingle with people. And those people, they will not even know their intention. They will be extracting information on how police carries out their duties. Before you know it, they can just get this black or whatever and begin to do police work until I arrested about 2 last week.
Just last week?
Just last week at Anthony. Just black. Only one policeman at Anthony. He stopped vehicle in front. I told my driver, this man. And he wore jacket like task force. I'm telling you the truth. It's a long story. So, as I arrested him, I now entered my vehicle. When we got to my boys had started interrogating him. When we got to I didn't know they even want to make mockery of me. Because the guy is from my state. They now said, you this stupid man, which state are you from? The man, I will not tell you my state. The man, they say, our guy is from your state. So he said, this is how you do in your state. You see, this is what my boys, told me. They even made mockery of me because the guy. And to sensitize the people is by coming here to tell them what they need to know in their own capacity. It's one of the easiest ways through which the information can go wide.
So, all right.
You can answer the reason why I keep. Thank you very much. But before you run that off, we will take camera. We will take picture.
No problem.
Back in this place. Yes. Evidence that you came here today as part of your mission to sensitize the people. Listener, you've heard it all. The man has left a number. So based on this, it's one burden off my head, off my neck. So call that number, but don't go and break law. Then driving against traffic, believing that we will negotiate. If the man first now, then you now say, these people do, because it takes two. The Bible says that can two
work together except they agree.
They agree. Is it Amos chapter 3 verse 3?
3, yes.
Okay, God bless you. So I'm in the pulpit now. So please, can your camera function? Switch off. Please, let us take this one.
All right, that's it. So signing out. Maybe you have some last words for them before some directive for the citizens as it signs out.
By saying,
go ahead, Mr. Jejeloye.
I thank everybody for listening to us.
Yeah.
And you should know that task force is in Lagos to serve you. If you have any complaints, please come to us. We'll be more than ready to assist. On other areas that you are not comfortable with our work, let us know. We will still make amends because nobody is perfect. But we know all we are doing is within the ambit of the law.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. If you have any challenge, anything you need assistance on, you can always reach out to them. Now, one thing that is very informative to me, one thing I take away from that interview is the fact that he tells you if you see anybody arresting you or attempting to arrest you driving a Kowokwe bus, don't argue. And I think one of the reasons he's saying that is you never can tell who they are. Maybe they're real policemen or not, and getting into fracas, you're already breaking the law. If they were policemen, you don't have a right to fight. So don't...
what do you call it?
Kowokwe.
It's not the operating vehicle.
Yeah, I know.
For the
I know, but I'm saying the reason...
And they can be dangerous.
Exactly.
If you argue too much, you can endanger your life.
Exactly, that's it.
So follow them gently. They will abandon you if they know you are insisting going to this.
Yeah, so welcome back to the studio.
Thank you very much, listener. The job of today has been abruptly... Let us go to the historical perspective. Okay. And I will just read what the headlines of the menu are. Callers have got it their day. But I will not...
They don't have enough.
They don't have enough. Now, our historical perspective for today is this. Where are those reported to have plundered Nigeria? Where are they? Listen and listen well to this. Please, please. Danjuma Goje was the former governor of is it Yobe State, or what do you call it? It's Yobe now. Yobe State. Where is he today? He was accused of mismanaging 25 billion state funds by the EFCC. Where is he today? He's in the Senate. Stella Odua, a minister under Goodluck Jonathan, accused of mismanaging 7.65 billion state funds by the EFCC. Where is she today? Where is he today?
Senate.
She is in the Senate. Oji Uzokalu, a former governor of Abia, accused of mismanaging 7.65 billion state funds by the EFCC. Where is he now? Senate. Rosha Sokorosha, accused of mismanaging state funds by the EFCC. Where is he today? Senate. Ike Keremadu, accused of conspiracy, money laundering, and other illicit dealing by the EFCC. Where is he now? Senate. Ifeanyuba, accused of 43 billion subsidy fraud by the EFCC. Where is he now? Senate. Ibrahim Shakao, accused of 950 million Goodluck Jonathan campaign fund mismanagement by the EFCC. Where is he now? Senate. Theode Oji, the man from Abia State, the governor, accused of mismanaging 27 billion state funds by EFCC. Where is he today? Senate. Ibikule Amosun, the immediate past governor of Kogi State, accused of stockpiling 1,000 AK-47 and 4 million bullets, plus other accusations. Where is he today? Senate. Goswi, Akpabio. Your Excellency Godwin Etakibuebu, accused of mismanaging 100 billion state funds by the EFCC. I'm talking of Godwin Etakibuebu, the man with the slogan, what money cannot do, more money will do it. Where is he today? Federal Minister. He went to the Senate. From the Senate, he was defeated. When he had the opportunity of even attempting rigging and quanko, he said, no, I'll become a minister. And he's one accused of giving some billions out before he was made a minister. And for that accusation to be almost established overnight, he succeeded in inheriting the NDDC to be added to his ministry of Niger Delta Ministry. NDDC that was under the secretary to the government of the Federation, he snatched it by his closeness and power of the late Chief of Staff, Abayari. And we know what he has been doing. Well, he was in the Senate before becoming minister. Chimaroke Nnamani, a former governor, is it Enugu State? Accused of mismanaging 5.3 billion state funds by the EFCC. Where is he now? Senate. All these people are in the Senate. Do you wonder why the senators are not willing to do anything good for Nigeria so that they can have free elections? If not that Nigeria forced them to do that, that is historical perspective for today. Let us go to the menu. We will not be able to discuss anything in the menu because KAYODE has said that not enough time of the call. Now, but let me tell you this. We will talk about the EFCC. You have been hearing in the news that EFCC withdraw charges against Kogi State government of the 20 billion. And Kogi State government has said that EFCC must apologize to them. Nigerians, you want to know the truth of the matter? Kogi State government is as guilty as charged. EFCC went to court for forfeiture of the 20 billion. The 20 billion was a bailout. It's borrowed from the CBN and we house in Sterling Bank. I'm talking to you authoritatively. Let Kogi government take me to court or challenge me on this. Now, the EFCC was able to prove his case. What happened was that when the money was released in 2019 to pay salaries of workers and help bailout bail, when the money arrived, when the loan arrived, Sterling Bank, instead of Sterling Bank to place it for the purpose of its use, Sterling Bank in agreement with Kogi State government fix that money in deposit account and fix it to 2039. I repeat, fix the money for 20 years, 2039. If you want the documents, I will show them to your camera here. But I won't be able to go out of this today because time. So we will talk about EFCC next week. It's a terrible thing. We will talk about a lot of things next week. And the Pandora paper. We will talk next week. And we will talk about the acting managing director of the Nigerian Ports Authority, Koko Mohammed. Next week, his private life, what he accumulated, that went to the Pandora, nobody says he stole it. But why hiding it in order not to pay tax? But that's not the issue. 2017, he was already executive director, finance and administration, next to the managing director of the Nigerian Port Authority. And yet, he was doing business that he hid away without obeying the law of the government. And what were those things that really happened that led to the sack of suspension of Hadiza Bala Usman? And what was the relationship of Mohammed Koko with
Hadiza?
no, the Minister of Transport,
Rotimi
Amaechi, they have known themselves in Port Harcourt for years. And what were the issues? The issues that got Hadiza committed is Koko Mohammed supposed not to be committed to? Was the indictment on the management of the Nigerian Ports Authority or on Hadiza? According to a letter issued by Shehu Gaba, a letter Shehu Gaba issued. Did the letter indict management of Nigeria Ports Authority or indicted Ole Hadiza? If management of Nigeria Ports Authority, Koko as the executive director of finance and administration, is he not supposed to be involved? How come he was being picked and be positioned to be the managing director of the Nigeria Ports Authority? Is it because of the state he comes from? Is it because of Kogi State? Is there any interlude relationship on what is happening between the Attorney General and the Minister of Justice?
Okay.
Abakaman Lami.
That bit.
So we will look at all this next week and many more. Many things are going to roll out. I call them Pandora can of worms.
No, let's give it another name.
Okay.
Pandora is overflow.
Okay, please help me.
Between now and next week, we'll get a name. Yeah.
So you will hear. And between now and December, the guru will be blending knowledge robots with periscope. And Nigeria, you'll be very, very happy. I will pray for the guru's life to be sustained. You'll be very, very happy you have your guru. On this note, we say goodbye for today. But that is after going back to the lines.
Yes.
Then I will come and draw the curtain.
All right, so let's pick some calls right now. If you have an opinion to share, you can reach us on 0809-234-5913, 0809-1913-913, and 0809-222-0913. The Guru, I'm even thinking, let's use today to favor our friends with the pen.
Now, go ahead. It's your discussion.
All right, so let's please announce the lines. Let's take this call, then we go straight to the pen. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. KAYODE and the Guru. Good morning.
Morning to you. How are you?
I'm blessed, and you?
I'm great. What's on your mind?
My name is Dan Baba.
Hey, Dan Baba.
Thank you.
How are you today, right? You said you're good?
I'm fine. You see this sharp practice between the government and bank, It not be today it starts now. It's just that we don't have effective law enforcement agencies in Nigeria. In a situation whereby I've never seen a country where a law enforcement agency like EFCC and the police are being controlled by executives. Even if they are, what of their independence? I simply believe that even if the president go against the law, it should be arrested by even a police constable.
But do we have a structure that is strong enough?
You know, it's not Kogi State is not alone. Even in my own state, this thing happens. It's not only Kogi State now.
It happens everywhere.
Some companies must do that. When it is right for them to pay their workers, they will not pay. And people will be suffering. It is something that we the people cannot even fight back. What do? If you do anyhow, they sack you. One of the labor boss that speak in the state during their motion, you may suspend until court says otherwise.
Well,
it is crazy where we are in this country. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that.
Let me correct this, please. Police must be under the government. There's no police that is independent totally, except that there are rules and regulations and ethic. Go ahead.
All right. So, 52. One more call. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, KAYODE. The good morning.
Morning, no.
Yeah, this is Lang. I had to call back again. You know, when the CSP is around, you need to take advantage of it. Now, the Guru, I am also a member of the Friends of the Guru.
Okay.
One thing I just want to say is this. Thank you very much for not allowing everybody to be sending message onto that platform.
Yes.
In fact, let's just keep it that way.
Thank you.
All the necessary information we want, send it to us and we will act on it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. And with that, we draw the curtain on the calls. Let's go to WhatsApp messages. I'd say, good morning, sir. Sorry for sending this message on this line, sir. My question is to the officer. Well, the line is for you to contact us, so don't be sorry about that. We're happy to hear from you. My question is to the officer. My question to the officer is, what do they do with Okada in which they seize? Is it that they destroy it or auction it? Well, I think he answered that already. Or, okay, let me finish it. Or do they wait for owner to come bail it?
No, they are forfeited permanently.
Permanently, yeah. He's saying here that when he was arrested, he paid 10,000 naira to recover it. I wish I saw this message, so we could have put it to...
It's coming late now.
Because
the man would have told you that 10,000 naira for Yawa gas.
Okay. So, as force men exempted from riding motorcycle in his or her complete uniform, I will advise the government to regulate these Okada riders by incorporating them into an association fully monitored by the government. This will generate more income to the government, create more jobs to Lagos residents, and by regulating such individuals, sanity will be restored.
Can I tell you something? We have over 3 million Okada riders in Lagos. None of them pay tax.
That's it.
That's number one. Number two, they are not regulated by government.
That's it.
Number three, the chairman told you something here. Maybe the listener did not listen to it. So if they arrest about 100, by the third day they come, they are brand new 100 given to people to them already. He said he wonder where it comes from.
So there's an agenda.
You need to know the camera that is pulling this cart.
And even in addition,
not hear from the guru.
You can say Baba, but if you put Gida, now you know. All right. But even in addition, he's not saying Okada has not been banned entirely. There are some specific areas they must not go.
I mentioned at that time that, look, 30 days after arrival, they come in cell. They move them in cell. And they deliver them to Seriki. Each Seriki receives about 3 cells every month. They deliver them to Seriki. 30 days after, they receive Okada. But there is something more huge and that could jeopardize Nigeria that they receive equally. 1/3 of each cell receive that thing. I don't know the thing. I think it was in dream. Somebody was saying this.
So you didn't complete the dream. Okay. Comrade Mike Mabia from Sokoto. Nigeria is a blessed country, but lacks genuine leaders. Well, a lot of us will agree with you on that. Okwe Kennedy from Ijegun. On Okada issue, our business politicians don't know anything. We have numbers of Okada coming into Lagos. We are on a bomb waiting to explode because because of one man ambition. We allowed this. If heaven falls, no one will be home free. Okay, and we have Steve from Surulere says, well,
maybe that will be the last.
The last one, yes. Well, it's easier to say it like the way it's written in the white paper. We live here in Lagos and definitely know what's going on. Task force, no task force. Lagos is a mess at the moment.
Is Nigeria not a mess today? Let us face it. Is Nigeria not a mess? What about the story? Pay 20 million naira to bandits so that they can, by the Air Force, so that they can... This is from Wall Street Journal.
They've disputed it.
Oh, why would they not dispute it? When Shibogel were taken away, all those dollars paid, millions. The government of Goodluck Jonathan not deny it that time. When the other one, Dapash, whatever you call it, those guys were flown across the sea.
Yes.
Did we not know what happened? Which time have they ever come to tell you that we pay ransom? Is it not the same Nigeria in a terrible mess? In a country that the last batch of those children taken away from Baptist School were just brought back, and batch by batch, and they were being released as per the ransom paid. Until the last ransom was paid, the appropriate number, and they will be going into the forest, coming out. And the government with modern technology of tracking will tell me that they could not know them. What we have now is what we planted. Somebody planted this thing to intimidate, to cajole the people, to enforce an agenda, a nationality agenda, and quote. Now it has blown. It's swallowing every person. Those who started it, those who encouraged it. The guru is telling you straight away, they have no answer to it. They are almost being swallowed up now.
By it.
And it's only God that could help us. Well, I thought the remaining 2 minutes to talk to my friends.
Definitely.
Friends of the Guru. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. The patrons are coming. The patrons and the matrons, they are coming to talk to you. We are so very, very happy because for now we have about 1,600. It ought to be more than that by now. But what the 1,000 naira help that we paid, what we have on ground, not up to 100 people are paid. That will not help the matter. Once you volunteer to be member, Friends of the Guru, please do the 1,000 naira per month. At least every Nigerian, the ice water seller can pay it. It's not too big. But all the same, I want to appreciate you. The patron will come here to be talking to you. Let us keep it up because we need to sustain this job. Definitely. Most of the things I pronounce here, I'm not unaware that it is proportionate to life, but because I have my confidence in God,
that's it,
who has been keeping me to do this job. And it costs money to move about, to gather information. Information gathering, this is why security votes are being given to governors and presidents. But nobody gave me the security vote to move around. So we want to thank you, we want to appreciate you. All the work we did not do today, we will do all of them. And we will explain every one of them. Office of First Lady, that is not constitutional. Look, budget is being released from National Assembly to that. What type of illegality? Are we running in the country?
That's one thing we need to sort out in our country. So many things going
wrong. We thank you. We appreciate you. By the grace of God, I will be here tomorrow for Morning Digest. I will be here on Wednesday for Morning Digest. But now till Monday, where we shall meet again on this platform, please keep yourself out of trouble. God bless you.
We are Lagos Talks 91.3.
Let's talk.